Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Thank you so much for being Up+Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. It is Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. I apologize for missing yesterday's show. I'm feeling a little bit fatigued, a little bit under the weather, and I have to be in a wedding. I'm one of 12 groomsmen this weekend. Who has 12 groomsmen? I love the guy, but don't think I haven't asked him that. So I just want to make sure that and there's all kinds of stuff beginning tomorrow with the wedding and the rehearsal and the whole thing. And I cannot afford to be under the weather. So when I was feeling a little bit fatigued, and I'm like, look, we're going to do all of the echinacea zinc. We're going to rest. We're going to rest our voice, and we're just going to try and make it whole. So I hate missing shows, and I really, really apologize. So thank you for your indulgence, and I appreciate you more than you know. Feeling good today. So look, this interesting conversation that we're going to have and bring in on the show today, this is really unlike anything we have done before. And I thought, I'm going to make this a show. What happens when you get a rare behind the scenes conversation, really a consultation from someone inside Meta, Instagram, right? The people literally shaping what we see, what we click, and what actually grows on Insta. So we got that call, and when he said, do you mind if I record the call? I was like, right back at you, bro. Like, if that's what we're doing, then that's what we're doing. So this isn't theory. This isn't 10 tips to go viral. This is a real unscripted conversation with Joe from Meta, breaking down what actually moves the needle right now. And rather than, we talked a little bit about my account, and that's the reason he reaches out to content creators who are making, I don't know. I mean, look, I only have like 6,500 followers. I'm not some but the thing is, our followers on Insta, they're holistic, they're organic, they're real, and they move. I mean, if you have a business account, you see that piece there, you know your followers, and you see how many accounts that you've reached. I mean, we're reaching 105,000 followers in the last 30 days with 6,500 people. So they reached out or were like, hey, we'd love to talk to you about how to even be more cohesive with this growing account. So I was like, okay, like, are you kidding? Like, I guess. So they reached out in DM, and then they reached out in text. And then all of a sudden I'm on the phone with like someone from Meta. So I thought, why not share this with you? Why not you use everything that I'm going to learn here for your business? I don't know I just thought it would kind of be cool, why reels dominate, how the algorithm really finds your audience, why consistency matters more than perfection, and really the simple shifts that can take you from posting and hoping to actually growing, right? So if you're a small business, if you're a winery, a creator, or just someone trying to figure out, why the hell isn't my content landing? This one is for you. Hopefully get a little bit of an inside, because hidden in this chat are the kind of insights that make you stop, maybe rethink your strategy a little bit, maybe even change the way that you show up online with your business, with yourself, really right through Insta. So I think it's going to be a good conversation. And who knows, we're going to make an episode. It might be boring as heck. It might be helpful as heck. So let's go, right? Before we do that, I do want to thank our friends at the Mountain Air. These guys have been in San Luis Obispo since 1975, right there on Marsh Street. They've helped generations of locals get outside, all skill levels, hiking, camping, climbing, heading to the snow even. They got you. And what I love, they're still so local. This joint was started by Wayne Patterson, now owned by Josh and Lindsay Herring. Did you hear the interview we did with them Monday? I'm kind of glad we took Tuesday off. So hopefully everyone got a chance to check out that interview. because they were great people. What a great conversation. And they have been involved in the Mountain Air well before they took the torch and kept carrying it along. And you feel that when you walk in. It's just dialed in. I love what these guys are doing. They know what you need. They're willing to ask you questions, even if you don't know what quite to ask yet. If you're headed to the snow, they've actually got the only full-service ski and snowboard repair rental shop in the county. That's pretty rad. And just a couple doors down, the Switchback. It's their sister shop where you can buy and sell used gear, give your stuff another run. Let someone else get their shot. And the best part about what Lindsay and Josh are doing at the Mountain Air, they're so hyper-local. They're not taking the money that they earn and spending it. They're spending it here on local advertising. They're supporting Up+Adam. And that's what's so cool about them. They just raised a ton of money for the good work they do every March with their Peak to Peak. And here they're now supporting local advertising right here where they're at. It's just awesome. Supporting real communities, keeping that connection right here at home. Love it. So say thank you, and please let them know that you heard about them on Up+Adam. Give them a call, give them a follow on Insta, or maybe when you walk in there, say, yo, I heard that interview. You guys killed it. I love the story about the women's underwear. Let them know, okay, that you heard them on Up+Adam. The Mountain Air, San Luis Obispo.
It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, like I said, every once in a while you get a look inside, behind the curtain. Today we're bringing you right into one of those moments. I had a chance to jump on the phone with a real call, consultation with Instagram. Meta, of course, is the name of the parent company. And I'm talking to Joe. Little accent here, but of course, to be understood, right? Someone who lives, though, and breathes, though, what's happening inside Instagram. And as he asked me to record the conversation, I said, samesies. So this conversation is about what's actually working right now, from reels and trends and how the algorithm really understands your content and what creators and businesses need to do differently if they want to grow. So whether you're running a small business, building a brand, running a winery, or just trying to figure out why your posts maybe aren't hitting the way you'd like them to, let's drop into this conversation I'm having with Joe from Meta.
Yeah, so there are several ways for you to find the trends on Instagram. Instagram have a creator account. If you follow that account, we will sharing what is popular on our platform, or you can check your Instagram profile, click on professional dashboard. There's a feature there called inspiration. If you click on that, you will see what is popular among your audiences. Take a look about it and get some ideas that will help you to create trending content. Sounds good?
Yeah, tell me where that is. I'll look at it right now. Where is it again? Professional dashboard.
Of course. A professional dashboard, then inspiration.
Oh, got it. There you go.
Like
Oh, hey, girl.
yeah. Click on inspiration, you will see suggested for you. That is what is popular among your audiences. That is the trending videos. You see, they normally have millions of views. That are things that are popular on Instagram.
Right.
If you think about it, the algorithm is AI systems. AI systems, they just keep recommending similar things. If you like content ABC, I like content ABD. So I will have a higher chance to see content C. So that's how that works. So following the trend will bring you more distribution. You can take advantage of this feature. Honestly, my friend, I will say connected views are good, which means you follower like you. They will watch your content. But I think we should improve our impressions, which are the unconnected views. In order to do that, I have several suggestions. I will say, if you think about it, people using social media for fun, for entertainment. That is why I suggest you following the trends. Another thing you can do is to increase the number of posting. I do suggest posting 3 reels a week, and you can use a feature called trial reels. Are you familiar with those features, trials?
No, I've heard of that before. Tell me a little bit more about like the trial reels. I like that. Tell me about that.
Of course. So basically, trials only goes to the non-follower, which means your content goes to the people who haven't followed you. It's risk-free. So most creators using trials for A/B testing, when they have different ideas, when they want to try something different, when they try to get more attractions, they will use trials. But most huge influencers use trials for A/B testing, different hooks, different trending audios. They want to know more about the algorithm, so it's a great way for you to test the algorithm. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I would say, but I mean, the best way to grow on Instagram is by posting reels. Because honestly, I can tell you, people reshares about more than 4 billion reels every day. So reels become the most important feature right now as a creator. So do you face any challenges when you create a reel? Like anything you're facing right now when you create a reel?
Any challenges? I mean, I guess just wanting to know the best kind. I mean, I'll do reels for me, like I'll repurpose pieces from the website. I'm sorry, for my podcast.
Mhm.
So I'll kind of go, okay, here, here's a little bit of my interview with so and so. And I guess figuring out the best way to kind of position those, how long they should be.
Yeah.
I mean, what are some things that people should keep in mind when they're trying to get the most out of their reels?
Got it. So always make your video shorter. Because as I said, one of the most important signal we use are average watch time, which means if our system finds most people finish watching your video will have more distribution. So make your video shorter is one of the best practices. And I will also say, I mean, you're a podcaster, you are interviewing people. Are you familiar with collaboration? Like, do those people have Instagram accounts?
Yeah, no, I'm totally big on collabs. Yeah, and maybe that's why you said my non-connect numbers were what they were, because I try and do a lot of collabs because I think it's great. They get to look. They get exposure with my followers, and I get exposure with their followers, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you ask open-ended questions, or do you like? For me, I mean, I want to follow somebody. I need to see a trend. If I follow this person, I will have expectation. For example, if I follow somebody I'll give you an example. I like soccer. So I will follow some broadcasters because they will tell something I don't know, like stories or maybe, the latest information, news. I will have expectation. So I will suggest you in your videos, giving people expectation, giving them some values, telling them why they should follow you. That will change a lot of things. And you can also ask open-ended questions. If you ask questions in your videos, always end your video with questions. So they will comment in your video and they will share your content and they will come back and they will follow you because they want to know whether or not you listen to their comments, right? So I will suggest you adding something in your bio, give people expectations, and always add open-ended questions in your video. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So like end with some open-ended questions, like end the reel with some open-ended questions. Like, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments type stuff or what?
Something like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Or you could say, we'll have more conversations with the same person and make sure you're following me. I'm making another update on Thursday. So it's like something we do on TV. Like we separate the video in two parts. In the first part, we create a hook, grab people's curiosity, and we made another post on the next day or maybe 2 days after. So that part 1, part 2. So you link those reels. So the people will follow you because they want to see what's going to happen next. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, we all feel it. You open Instagram for a minute and suddenly it's like, 30 minutes later. Somehow like it knows you. And I'm curious, what's the biggest misconception people have about the Instagram algorithm and how much of it is actually designed to understand us versus influence us?
Interesting. I think we do make some update on the algorithm. Now it's more clear. If you have your phone with you, let's take a look together. So open your Instagram and on the bottom of your screen, do you see the Reels tab? Go to your Reels.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the top right, do you see 2 lines with hearts or maybe 3 dots? Anything there?
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
And do you see your algorithms?
Yes, see your algorithm.
Yeah. So for me, it is based on our interest, like what kind of things you search or maybe what kind of things I liked before. But for creators, for influencers, when you create a reel, you use captions, right? You I mean, there are captions in your video, there are captions in your post, and there are hashtags. So those are the things help us to find who you are and who are your audiences. So I will say, if you want, you now can use 5 hashtags, right? Here's my recommendation: 3 hashtags. All those hashtags are based on your niche, based on based on your understanding of your audience. For me, if I'm a video game creator, I will add the name of the game in my content so the system know, okay, I'm an Overwatch creator or I'm a PUBG creator, something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. So hashtags,
Mhm.
they're still like, I thought hashtags were kind of like gone by the wayside, but you still recommend them. They're still pretty important.
They're not important as it's before, but still it helps the system know who you are,
Got it.
especially for early stage creators. For people like with 1 million followers, they don't even need hashtags because
Right.
they already got the foundation. The system know who they are and they have a very solid foundation. So every time they post, people like, share it, and those signals tell the system, hey, this person is popular, let's distribute his content. But for early stage creator, it's still important to use hashtags and captions to help the system understand who you are and who are your audiences. Sounds good?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Instagram, look, it can be inspiring, but it can also be, consuming, comparing, and sometimes it can be a little much if we're not careful. So I'm curious, inside Meta, how do you reconcile kind of building something people love with the reality that it can sometimes affect how they feel about themselves?
That's a very interesting question. You know what? That's the first time I think about this question. So for me, we do make updates, but most updates are based on user experience. So if you experience something, I think you can report to Meta and we will fix it. So recently we're adding 2 new features. Like, as a creator, you will receive a lot of comments. And in the past, you cannot edit your comments. If you reply to somebody, you cannot change it. It's forever. But now you can actually customize your comments, and you can stop your videos. And we're adding another new feature called Early Real Access, where you can reach to your. Well, it's designed for engagement. If somebody followed you, they will receive a notification. So every time you post, they will have a higher chance to open your video. But I think we're making change based on what we hear, like through those calls, because like I shared before this call is recorded, right? We hear from creators. So we do want to make change, but sometimes I know we're making mistakes, but we're doing our best. Sounds good?
Yeah, everyone kind of wants that one post, right? That one post that pops, explodes, changes everything. From your perspective, what really creates a viral moment today? And is it as controllable as people think, or is it just luck?
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, wow, you ask amazing questions. It makes me feel famous. I think I'm on the podcast. Anyway, I think, well, honestly, this is how I feel about social media. It's still the most important thing right now. If you want to do a business, you need social media. It's a huge influence. I would say this is how I feel about the future. In the future, there's something we cannot avoid, like AI. I would say for social media in the future, I would say 90% of content are part of like AI involved in, like, and only 5% of content are original human created, and only 5% of content are 100% AI. So only 3 types of content in the future. And I would say if I can tell something to creators, I would say using AI as a tool that will make your life easier. So AI can help you generate weekly ideas for content creation. AI can help you create captions. And honestly, the algorithm is based on AI. So using AI for captions and ideas do not hurt you. It actually helps you for better reach. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. No, it does make sense. I think it's great for businesses too. You've probably, you're probably used to questions about features, updates, growths, algorithms, the surface stuff. What's the question that you wish more people would actually ask? Like, okay, I get, yeah, because I mean, you're talking to people all the time. They're asking about probably a lot of the same stuff. But what is it that we're missing? What is it that you wish people who that truly want to get this? What should we be asking? What should we be trying to uncover and really doing?
Based on my calls, most creators, I mean, honestly, I think most people only care two things: growing and monetization.
Yeah.
I would say for growing, the best thing you can do is actually posting content. Because I think as Meta, we care consistency the most. So it's like if you keep posting content, if you stay consistent, like posting 3 reels per week, you're telling the systems I'm active. Because if you think about it, if there isn't enough content on Instagram, there isn't enough content on our platform. People say, hey, this platform is dying. Let's switch to a different platform. Let's use Facebook or Snapchat or whatever. But that is why we care consistency. We want to see more content. It's the same for creator. If you don't post any content, people will unfollow you. They think, hey, this person is not active anymore. Maybe he don't want to create any content. I should unfollow him. So that is why we care consistency the most. So if anybody, if any creator who wants to grow on our platform, I think they should stay consistent, posting try to post three content every week. And that is why we are trying to promoting an idea called content pillars, like a repeatable concept. It's like Monday, I'm posting something with my family. On Wednesday, I'm posting something about my hobby, something like that. So that will help you create content easily and help you stay consistent. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You know, I work with a lot of businesses on my show, and whether it's like talking about, like I do a wine podcast too. So it's like I have my daily show and then my wine show. And it's like I'll talk to wineries or even small businesses, and they feel like they're doing everything. They're posting, they're tagging, they're showing up, and sometimes still crickets, right? What's the biggest mistake you see small businesses making on Instagram right now that could be quietly killing their growth?
Actually, for my department, for my team, I don't have a chance to talk with small business owners because we're actually targeting for content creators. But I will say Instagram, Meta's revenue majorly from ads. I was assuming that, small business, they're leveraging partnership ads, like branded content. They're finding creators, create content for them. But I don't have too much knowledge about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. How can local businesses, I guess, maybe this is the way to ask it. Like, how can local businesses better use Instagram to kind of turn that community feeling into actual, like maybe they don't need to go viral all over the country, but they want to turn it into real foot traffic and loyalty in their community?
Mm-hmm. Well, I love this question. So based on my perspective, let me think about it in this way. So before Apple defined what is a smartphone. So before Apple, nobody know what is a smartphone. Smartphone can send text messages or whatever. We don't know what is a smartphone. So Steve Jobs and Apple defined what is a smartphone. It's the same. Like if you start a business, you need to lead in the trend. You need to tell people. You need to give people an impression like, okay, here is my new product. And I want to create this trend to let people fall in love with it. I think that is what small business should do. Because if you compare to the past, how much money you spend on ads? If you want your product on the TV, you spend a lot of money. But right now, it's free on social media. So I would suggest small business owners take advantage of social media. You do have the chance to went viral. But people are expecting engagement, a lot of things. So, I'm not an expert about that, but I think social media giving them the opportunity to become a huge business. Yeah.
It's so interesting. Like sometimes people go, oh, like reels, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Or no, wait, carousels, that's where it's at. You got to do carousels now. What is, is it all true, or does it all matter? Or do sometimes like maybe reels matter more than carousels, and this week carousels are big and they matter? Or, how do people look at that?
Okay, I love this question because I'm so good at it. So honestly, I would say if you want to grow on Instagram, you only have 2 options, carousels or reels. So reels is video. It's more engaging. So that is why we use reels for growing. So reels are good for growing, and normally your reels will reach to the people who haven't followed you. That is like if you're posting reels, you have the opportunity to grow faster. A carousels is good for engagement because carousels have multiple ranking opportunities. Each of your single photos will have its own ranking. So posting carousels will give you more engagement because if you open Instagram on Monday, you will see photo 1. But the next time you open Instagram, you will see photo 2. I would say carousels are good for engagement and reels are good for growing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's actually really helpful. Yeah. So somebody like me who's a podcaster, the whole influencer thing is a little annoying, but I understand it in a certain amount. I've been a broadcaster for a long time. So how are you telling people who do broadcasting, podcasting, all that kind of stuff, what are the best ways they can be using Instagram?
Wow. Again, it's something I hadn't think about before. Give me 1 second. I would say for broadcasters, you do have the chance to collaborate with each other, and those conversations. For me, I love to learn. So for broadcasters, I would say you should sharing something that people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because there are 2 types of content are usually even viral on Instagram. Entertainment content because people are looking for fun, or educational content like a tutorial. So those broadcasters, we can have fun. We can also learn something. So that is 2 content pillars for broadcasters.
Is there a time that's too long for a reel? Your reel is 90 seconds. That's way too long. What do you think?
Everything less than 3 minutes are fine. It depends on what content you're creating, right? If you're a beautiful girl, you're just dancing, then I would say just 15 seconds, 30 seconds. But if you are teaching something, you need 3 minutes. So it pretty depends on your content.
Yeah, mainly it's me interviewing somebody and then kind of repurposing that and playing a little bit back. I don't know if you looked at my Instagram account before you called me, but it's there might be just a little nugget from an interview, right?
Yeah. You know what, my friend? I think you can edit your video. I have been watching so many dramas recently, and they always catch me because they edit the video. They will, in those short videos, you will get only a small piece of information, these girls are fighting, or maybe men are getting angry, or something like that. You just have curiosity. You're attracted by those content, but they're not giving you the full picture of their video.
Right.
They will edit their video to drive traffic. So that is the key for short form videos. Don't give them a full picture, just drive their curiosity. Let them be curious so they will follow you and they want to know more from your content.
Got it. All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I love this conversation. It's like I'm on the show. Love it. So
I'm a very curious dude. You are. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. And I hope I don't hang up the phone and then think of a million more questions to ask you. But all right. Well, thanks a lot, Joe. I appreciate you, my man.
No problem. So I'm so glad we could connect today to talk more about your goal on our platform. As I shared, consistency comes first. Try your best to post about 3 reels per week. But how do you feel about everything we discussed? And more confidence?
Yeah, no, I think I learned a few things from you, which is good. And, getting a chance to kind of understand, what your algorithm is and the personal one, and then how to kind of grow a little bit. No, I think it makes sense. I think it's awesome. Thank you.
Love it.
Captions, captions on videos are important too, huh? Captions are a must, aren't they?
Important. Because with those captions, when people want to know what you actually read there, they will read it. That will, increase the average watch time. And you can use captions for hooks. Because people, they're just curious about what you read there, right? So captions are important. Yeah.
Good to know.
I'm going to send you an email summarizing everything we discussed, along with some additional tips and tricks and what's trending. Though this call is about content strategy, you might hearing back from me or other teammates about other things, product features, but we'll send you a text message before the call.
All right.
That's everything, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Hell yeah, huh? That's pretty cool. I learned a lot in there. hope you did too. And he was a really good sport, really kind man. Really enjoyed meeting Joe. Joe from Meta. There you go. All right. Well, maybe it'll change a little bit of the way you move online with you or your business. And I hope it was helpful. All right. We have probably one more show this week. Friday is going to be a very tough show because we got the rehearsal. I'm in a wedding, and even though it's on Saturday, there's bachelor situation tomorrow. There's rehearsals Friday. So tomorrow will likely be the last show of the week. And then we'll be back in full force on Monday, ready to kill it. Thank you so much for connecting here. We love our friends at Moonshiner Collective. Thankful for them. Original music on the show called Start Again. Stream them wherever you get your musica, and also learn more, moonshinercollective.com. How about that? Timbre Winery. Oh yeah. Love their stuff. You can taste their wines in the village of Arroyo Grande. Timbre, Timbre, timbrewinery.com. Check them out and let them know you heard them on Up and Adam. I thank them for the Timbre Lobro Studios. Really much appreciate, as the kids say. Much appreciate. All right? And you. Thank you for being you, for connecting here. It means a ton. If you could, hit up the Apple Podcast app and leave a 5-star, write a review. Oh my God, that makes my day when you do one of those. Really helps create traction and let others discover this community. So thank you in advance. All right, till tomorrow, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Hope your week is going great. I'm Adam Montiel. Thanks again for being Up and Adam.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only the start